Everyone who got to where they are had to begin where they were. Where you are in a few months depends on what you do today. Keep working hard, and you can get anything that you want. Growth and advancement happen outside the comfort zone. We have 4 problems: overthinking, trust, share, love. So many people love you. Don't focus on the people who don't. Do your work, then step back, the only path to serenity. No one is useless in this world who lightens the burdens of others. I'd rather hear an ugly truth rather than an obscure lie. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Victory comes from finding opportunities and problems. The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. I do not know everything, still many things I understand. You ask me if I keep a notebook to record my great ideas. I've only ever had one. Be grateful for what you already have while you pursue your goals. True words are not fancy. Fancy words are not true. The good do not debate. Debaters are not good. Only dead fish go with the flow. Don't stop when you are tired. Stop when you are done. You can't understand where someone's going unless you understand where they've been. There's no greater show on earth than observing human nature. The truth does not change according to our ability to stomach it. I've never seen anything as bright as the rays of kindness. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. When the position is such that neither side will gain by making the first move, it is called temporizing ground. Spies are a most important element in water because on them depends an army's ability to move. Having nothing to struggle against, they have nothing to struggle for. It's always the ones who are the quietest who often have the greatest things to say. We are all insects, groping towards something terrible or divine. The longer we dwell on our misfortunes, the greater is their power to harm us. Don't flail against the world, use it. Flexibility is the operative principle in the art of war. The eye sees only what the mind is prepared to comprehend. Words offer meaning. When you've got the meaning, you can forget the words. Abundance is not the absence of scarcity. It is the presence of abundant mentality. Don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. The only real battle in life is between hanging on and letting go. Chaos is more freedom, in fact, total freedom, but no meaning. And when all the wars are over, a butterfly will still be beautiful. A praise war in terms of the fundamental factors. The first of these factors is moral influence. If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. The more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. When a wise man points at the moon, the imbecile examines the finger. Doing nothing is better than being busy doing nothing. Take care with the end as you do with the beginning. I live my life in widening circles that reach out across the world. Never worry a bit in life. Always be full of merriment. The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. Prioritize your physical and mental health. They are your most valuable assets. He who pursues fame at the risk of losing his self is not a scholar. If you are untrustworthy, people will not trust you. Politeness is the first thing people lose once they get the power. Strange how the best moments of our lives we scarcely notice except in looking back. The best knowledge is knowing yourself and your inner being. The reason why the universe is eternal is that it does not live for itself. It gives life to others as it transforms. Don't be afraid of failure. This is the way to succeed. Your own positive future begins in this moment. All you have is right now. Every goal is possible from here. Creating individuality, which creates and protects others' individualities, is good. What the ancients called a clever fighter is one who not only wins, but excels in winning with ease. You have two choices: evolve or repeat. One need not destroy one's enemy. One need only destroy his willingness to engage. If you appreciate the small things, you're likely to get the big ones. Truth is what stands the test of experience. It is only after the deepest darkness that the greatest joy can come. Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. Leadership is all about making things to move forward, not backward. Glory resides in the hearts of those you inspire, not in fleeting moments of fame. Don't fear big. Fear mediocrity. Fear waste. Fear the lack of living to your fullest. Imagining something is better than remembering something. Stay in the center, and you will be ready to move in any direction. The journey is what brings us happiness, not the destination. No one from the outside can tell or show you what is in your heart. And if my heart be scarred and burned, the safer I for all I learned. A constitution that is made for all nations is made for none. Falling down is an accident. Staying down is a choice. Education is not the learning of facts. It's rather the training of the mind to think. The way to screw up somebody's life is to give them what they want. Wit seduces by signaling intelligence without nerdiness. To have a human form of a joyful thing, but in the universe of possible forms, there are others just as good. There's nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. Colors blind the eye, sounds deafen the ear, flavors numb the taste, thoughts weaken the mind, desires wither the heart. For a word to be spoken, there must be silence, before and after. To be wronged is nothing, unless you continue to remember it. In the midst of darkness, he alone sees the dawn. In the midst of the soundless, he alone hears harmony. Perfect happiness is the absence of striving for happiness. When you're the most happening person at the party, it's time to leave. He who doesn't understand history is doomed to repeat it. The hardest thing of all is to find a black cat in a dark room, especially if there is no cat. The superior man thinks always of virtue. The common man thinks of comfort. Every second alive is the greatest gift we will ever know. Be mindful, be grateful, be positive, be true, Be kind. Patience is the only way you can endure the gray periods. The distance between insanity and genius is measured only by success. In order to form an immaculate member of a flock of sheep, one must, above all, be a sheep. You're only young once, but you can be immature forever. I was never aware of any other option but to question everything. In your own life, it's important to know how spectacular you are. Watching my back is the perfect opportunity to stick a knife in it. The nourishment of body is food, while the nourishment of the soul is feeding others. He who knows he is a fool is not the biggest fool. He who knows he is confused is not in the worst confusion.